Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Hello everyone, I'm racing's greatest showman, the man known for his shiny outfits, his colorful clothes, and the voice you hear at historic Bowman Gray and the infamous Ace Speedway. Well, here we are, just a few short weeks shy of the 20th anniversary of the sudden death of icon Dale Earnhardt Sr. in the last lap of the Daytona 500. Can you believe it's been almost 20 years? Well, I covered the sport at the major league level as a journalist, photographer, and sometimes broadcaster when Earnhardt and the Flying Aces of the GM Goodrich team were at their peak. I personally saw Big E wreck much harder than that several times before that last day at Daytona. And maybe that's why it was such a surprise and so hard to believe. Working my way into the sport, I admit I was not Earnhardt's biggest fan. I was more of a Bill Elliott or Mark Martin or Davey Allison kind of guy. But my eyes never deceived me, and I know I was watching one of the very best when Earnhardt was on the track. If that old ironhead was anywhere near the front, I better have my notepad and my camera ready. Some news was fixing to happen. Well, today I want to touch on why my new channel is called Rattling The Rollcage. I hope every time someone hears or sees the name of my channel, Rattling The Rollcage, they're going to remember one of the greatest drivers of all time and his legendary car owner, one of the most famous graduates of my home track, Bowman Gray Stadium, Mr. Richard Childress. And of course, my show's name, Rattling the Rollcage, will certainly invoke memories of the finish of the 1999 Goody's 500, one of the 76 victories by this Hall of Fame driver. Earnhardt Sr. spun leader Terry Labonte in the closing laps at Bristol that hot night, and he was cascaded with both cheers and boos when he exited his car after the race. Earnhardt flashed his trademark grin and famously declared, "I didn't mean to wreck him, I was just trying to rattle his cage." Well, you like him or not, the Intimidator has been sorely missed by almost every fan in our sport. Many say it has not been the same since his passing. Well, that night at Bristol, one of my favorite memories of Earnhardt was that finish. What was your favorite? Please type it in the comments below, and I look forward to checking those out. Well, based on my own personal interactions that I had with the Intimidator during my time in the big leagues, I firmly believe that he would want all of us, particularly his fans, to continue enjoying stock car racing without him. He loved racing, and he especially loved the fans. Even when fame and fortune came calling, he never forgot his days struggling to work a regular job, just like you and me. Racing was his way out of poverty. It was his dream, and he worked his tail off to make it come true. And for many of his fans, they lived vicariously through Dale Earnhardt Sr. Well, that was the secret to his special connection with so many of his fans. And in some ways, he was still just one of us. Earnhardt always gave it all he had in that race car. Whether it was broken bones, the flu, or even a concussion, nothing was going to keep him out of that race car. He loved to play hard too, hunting, fishing, and having fun with an ice-cold beer to wash it all down. So when the Daytona 500 rolls around next time, just remember to hold up those 3 fingers on the 3rd lap, and I believe Dale Earnhardt Sr. will be up there in heaven watching when you do. In our next video, we're going to take a trip into our time machine back to the 1970s and catch a glimpse of the beginnings of one of NASCAR's most beautiful friendships. Earnhardt and Childress get together on the racetrack, literally. Until then, I'm racing's greatest showman, Randy Pettitt, and may all your days be race days.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.